welcome back. Welcome to the qualifiers. The 2024 Transfer Bowl. So basically, we have 205 teams competing for the two spots that are opened up by Spain and Germany. And yes, Spain and Germany are still going to be competing in the qualifiers, but they don't get an automatic spot. So round one, Oceania qualifiers, and the brackets next to each team's name represent their ranking, their world ranking in the chess football sport. Yeah, I'm just gonna go by these matches because I'm not commentating every single match. So you can just have like this. Yeah. So New Zealand wins the Oceania qualifiers. So because that they get Oceania's spot in the Intercontinental playoffs. South America qualifiers. So the structure of South America qualifiers is very simple. Basically the structure is just a tournament. So because there's 8 teams that don't have direct admission to the tournament that have to play the qualifiers. So we're just gonna do it like a tournament. And Chile wins the tournament and gets South America's spot in the Intercontinental playoffs. North American qualifiers. So the structure for North American qualifiers is that in the first round, the 30 teams competing in the first round will be put into groups of 5, and then the winner of that group will get a pass to the second round. And the second round North American qualifiers is just a tournament. Yeah, so round 3 is just the round 2 the group winners play each other, and so have 3 group winners remaining, which will enter the tournament. And the top 5 North American teams get free passes to round 3. That's to benefit from being the top 5. And with that, none of the group winners actually remain. It's only members of the top 5 teams now. The USA do win against Canada 2-0, and Mexico does manage a 2-1 win against Costa Rica in extra time. So now we have to find the finals of the game of the North American qualifiers, USA versus Mexico, and it will be Mexico going to the Intercontinental playoffs. Asia qualifiers. So Nepal versus Sri Lanka is the first one, which the structure for Asian qualifiers is that the bottom 12 teams will play another one of the bottom 12, or another random bottom 12 team, and the winner of that will go on to the second round. The winner of each game goes to the second round. And the second round is the same format as the North American first round. It's groups of 5. There's 8 groups of 5. Winner of each group moves on to the third round. And also, China and South Korea have the same goal difference, but China went through on alphabetical order because, that's the rules in tiebreaking. The first tiebreaker is goal difference, and the second tiebreaker is goals scored, and the third tiebreaker is alphabetical order because I can't think of anything else. And and Iraq is gonna win that group. Now, Group H is going to see Kyrgyzstan top. So, the third round of Asian qualifiers is simply a tournament, and Japan gets an 8-0 win over Kyrgyzstan, which is pretty impressive. But not Japan's 8-0 win over Kyrgyzstan, but the fact that Kyrgyzstan even made it to round 3 of the Asian qualifiers. Yeah, and it looks like Japan's 2-0 win over China seals their spot in the Intercontinental playoffs. Africa qualifiers. So the structure for the African qualifiers is the bottom 28 teams of Africa will play another one random one of the bottom 28 teams of Africa, and the winner of every match will move on to the second round, which is the group stage. Hey guys, can you shut up? I'm recording. So yeah, Libya does win against Djibouti. Uh, Niger wins against Sao Tome and Principe. Malawi gets a 5-0 win over the Chads. Zimbabwe 8-0 Mauritius. Yeah, that's something Mauritius probably wants to forget. Uh, Comoros 1-0 Lesotho. Tanzania 3-0 Eswatini. And Burundi beats the Central African Republic 4-3. And then Ethiopia cleans a 1. Alright, round 2 of African qualifiers. The structure is yeah, mostly the same as the Asian round 2 structure actually. 8 groups of 5. The winner of each group goes on to the round 3. Yeah, and the last group is going to see Mali top the group. Mali will claim the final spot in round 3. In round 3, the group winners will play in a quarterfinal tournament. And yeah, and will the winner of this tournament will will play Mexico in the Intercontinental playoffs. So Egypt win 2-0 against Tunisia. Guys, I'm trying to record. Okay, well, Ivory Coast do win against Cameroon, sealing their spot in the playoff finals, and Algeria get a win over Egypt. So, Ivory Coast versus Algeria is deciding who's going to Intercontinental playoffs and face Mexico, and it's going to be Ivory Coast deciding extra time. Europe qualifiers. A mostly simple structure until we get to the playoff round. So in the first round, the bottom 6 European teams will play another bottom 6 European team to decide 3 empty spots in the round 2. Andorra beats San Marino 4-2. Malta beats Gibraltar 2-1. And Moldova beats Liechtenstein 2-2, 4-1 in penalties. The second round Europe qualifiers sees the remaining 48 teams in Europe be sorted into 12 groups of 4. And the winner of those groups, and only the group winner advances to round 3. And if you're wondering why Russia's even allowed to participate in the Chess Football universe, they did not start War of Ukraine in this universe. So, yeah, that means they got to play. Because they did actually. Oh, and actually, it says here Portugal went through an alphabetical order, but actually, the reason is Portugal scored more goals than Scotland, not because of alphabetical order. That's a mistake on my end. So Switzerland tops their group, and Denmark topped their group, so they're going through. And shockingly, Bulgaria topped their group over famous Poland, so that means they're going through to the round 3, the playoff round. And Greece also get a shock result, and they win their group. Guys, shut up. Okay, and Group J sees Ukraine top the group as expected. Group K sees Slovakia surprisingly top the group over Wales. And Group L sees Serbia top as expected. So the third round of qualifiers sees the 12 remaining teams split into three different turn brackets with 4 teams each. Yeah, so Path C sees Greece versus Serbia and Ukraine versus Slovakia as the pair-ups. Serbia does win over Greece, and Ukraine beats Slovakia. So that means Serbia and Ukraine are battling for one of the spots in the Intercontinental playoffs. And it's going to be Serbia. And Path B sees Portugal versus Bulgaria and Switzerland versus Denmark. Portugal claims an 8-0 win against Bulgaria, which makes sense. Bulgaria was lucky to even make it this far. And Switzerland beat Denmark 2-0. And Portugal versus Switzerland. This was actually a matchup in the 2022 World Cup, so let's see. And it's going to be a 1-0 Portugal. Not like a 6-1, but Portugal still make it to the Intercontinental playoffs. At Path A, I decided to do something special because I wanted to have at least one group of death. So here we go, Spain versus Italy and Germany versus Croatia. This is going to go so well. And the part of the reason I did this is to eliminate Spain and Germany because I really don't want them to. I don't want them to get in. Spain and Germany freeing up the spots are the reason why this qualifiers happen. Anyway, Spain is not going to the 2024 Chess World Cup because Italy beat them 1-0 in the playoffs. So Germany versus Croatia. Germany is going to beat Croatia 2-1. So now Italy versus Germany is deciding who goes on to the Intercontinental playoffs. And will be Italy. Italy claim a 1-0 win. And Serbia, Portugal, and Italy go to Intercontinental playoffs. Yeah, no more Spain and Germany. The qualifiers actually mean something. There's actually 2 new teams added. Okay, Intercontinental playoffs. The first path sees Italy versus New Zealand and Chile versus Serbia in the semifinals. And then the winner of the finals will go to the World Cup 2024. So it's Italy beats New Zealand 3-0. And Chile versus Serbia is going to see a 1-0 win by Serbia. So Italy versus Serbia to decide who wins, and it's going to be Italy getting a 4-2 win over Serbia, and Italy is qualifying for 2024. So the Path B of the Intercontinental Playoffs sees Ivory Coast and Mexico as one of the matchups, and Portugal versus Japan as one of the other matchups. Ivory Coast versus Mexico. This should be an easy win for Mexico, and I spoke too soon. Well, Ivory Coast is going to the finals of Path B. I mean, most likely they're going to the finals of Path B to get battered, but we'll see. And Portugal claim a 7-0 statement win over Japan, which seals Portugal's spot in the finals. So, Ivory Coast versus Portugal. Who's going to the World Cup? It will be Portugal getting a 2-1 win over Ivory Coast, although Ivory Coast should be proud to get this far in the qualifiers. So, Portugal and Italy are going to the 2024 Chess Football World Cup, and the qualifiers are over now. Otherwise, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.